Hello, Bacha Party. How are you all? I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to start with chapter 10th of subject science, that is motion and measurement of distances. We will learn chapter 9 later, okay? So don't worry. In this chapter we are going to learn about motion, what is motion and how measurement is done. Okay, this is very interesting chapter, and most importantly this is the part of physics. As we have discussed earlier, there are total 3 parts of science, that is physics, chemistry and biology. So this chapter is from physics part. Okay, so chapter start with the story of transport, how transportation take place over the year in our world. So let's see what is it. Long ago people do not have any transport. They use their feet and their bag to carry the luggages. Okay? In earlier time, in ancient time, they do not have any means of transport. Okay? Later they use animals for transportation. As we know, bullock cart. Okay, they use animals, different kinds of animals for their transportation, like camels, horses, etc. Then for transportation through water they use boats. Okay, to begin with, boats were simple logs of wood in which hollow cavity is made. There are simple boats. After some time, they acquire knowledge to give shape to wood and make a better boats. Okay, and these shapes are imitated by the shape of water animals. Okay, then most important invention occur, that is invention of wheel, which made transportation very easy, and the design of wheel was improved over thousands of years. Okay, as we know, in ancient time, in old time, the wheels are not exactly circular, they are in different shape. So over the year the design and the shape of the wheel changed. Okay, and animals were used to pull carts that moves on the wheel, as we have already discussed, bullock cart. Okay, these are the ways where wheels are used. Until the beginning of 19th century, people depends on animals. As we have already discussed, they use some horses, bullock, then camels, etc. People still depend on boats and ships for transportation, from moving one place to another place. Then the invention of steam engine occurred. Okay, the invention of steam engine led to the development of new means of transport, that is railroad, trains. The trains which we use today are the extension or the advanced version of this steam engine train. Okay, in earlier time, as you have seen in many movies or in cartoons, the steam engine were used to carry the luggages and wagons. Okay, so these are the steam engine that are used for transportation in early 19th century. After that, the automobiles such as motor cars, trucks and buses came. Okay, so these motorized boats and ships were used as means of transport in the water. Big ships and boats are made for transportation through the water. And in the early years of 1900 show the development of aeroplanes. When were the aeroplanes are developed? In early years of 1900. These were later improved to carry passengers and goods. In earlier time, there were only simple planes are there that cannot carry passenger and goods. But nowadays, the Boeing 777, the largest aeroplane in the world, can carry around 500 to 600 passengers. Don't you know? You can search on YouTube or you can search on Google. Okay, then this were later improved to carry passenger and goods. Electric trains, monorails, supersonic aeroplanes, even the spacecraft from where we can go to other planets are some of the contribution of the 20th century. In 20th century, this many means of transportation occurs. We also know many other transportation. You can comment down below that particular transportation that you know, like bullet trains, like any other submarines. So there are many other transportation through which we can travel from one place to another, or we can carry luggage from one place to another. So you have first task to do. You have to write any five means of transportation of current time. Any five means of transportation. You can write rickshaw, you can write taxi, any five means of transportation you have to write as your first activity of this chapter. Is it clear, Bacha Party? Okay, Bacha Party. So the next topic is, how wide is this desk? The main objective of this topic is to make aware, to give importance of measuring the distances. Okay, why we need to measure distance between one point to another is the main objective of this particular topic. For example, how did people know how far they have to travel? Let's take example. If you want to travel from your home to school, if you don't know distance, you cannot decide whether to walk to the school or whether to take a bus or a auto rickshaw, isn't it? If your school is 1 or 2 kilometer away from your home, you can take auto. Then if a school is more than 1 or 2 kilometer, you can take a bus. And if your school is nearer, you can take a walk to your school, isn't it? So measuring a distance between two places or 2 points is very important. They have given other example, like when you need to purchase something, is it possible for you to walk to the market? How will you know the answer of this all question? Simple, by measuring the distances, isn't it? It is often important to know how far a place is, so that we can have idea how we are going to reach that place that we have already discussed, like by taking walk, by taking bus, train, ship, even an aeroplane. For example, if you want to travel from Visnagar to Mehsana, you can either take auto or bus. But if you want to travel to Mumbai, then you can take trains, aeroplanes. And if you want to travel to some other countries like America, Canada, Australia, then you need to take aeroplane, isn't it? So for that we need to know the distance between the two places. So here they have performed some activity to measuring the length of desk, which is present in the class of Bojo and Paheli. So they have used gilli danda, different length of gilli danda, to measure the length of particular desk. After measuring the length with gilli danda, Bojo and Paheli has used the string lengths to measure the length of the desk. They have divided or folded the string and mark it into half, 1/4 and 1/8 of string length. So using this different string lengths, they have measured the length of the desk. Okay, now one of you have might think they have simply used the scale of geometry box to solve this problem or to measure the length of desk. But here Bojo and Paheli have tried the way in which The people used to measure length in ancient time. In old days, they don't have any scale or any measure depth, so they can measure length. They use this type of techniques to measure the length. Even nowadays, we also use our palm, our thumb, and our tiny finger to measure small distances, isn't it? Let me see. Like, yes, here in 10.5, as you can see, we use our thumb and our tiny finger to measure length, even nowadays. Okay? There are many occasions in our day-to-day life where measuring the length and distance is required. Like tailor need to measure length of clothes to stitch kurta. Carpenter need to know height and width of the cupboard to know how much wood required to make a door. A farmer need to know length and width of the farm to know the how many seeds and water required. And there are many more example of measuring length like pitch of cricket, or you can find racing track of a car. There are many other example where you can measure length, isn't it? Even you can measure the size of your boots or sandals. So these are the many example where length, measuring the length is important. Okay, bacha party? Suppose you are asked how tall you are, then you have to measure length from the top of your head to the heel of your feet, isn't it? If someone asked how long is this room, how wide is the desk, how far is it from Delhi to Lucknow or Mumbai to Agra, then how far away the moon from the earth. All these questions have one thing in common. They all are concerned with the distance between two places or two objects, isn't it? The two places may be close as two ends of table or maybe as far as like Jammu and Kanyakumari, isn't it? So the part 1 of chapter 10 has been completed. If anyone has any doubt, you can comment down below or message me directly. So take care. Bye bye.